we live yet? Let's see if we live. Oh yeah, we live. What's up? This is your bro. This is your dude. This is your guy. This is Darren Johnson, aka Dr. J. And welcome to my live series, Blueprint to Life. And what are we talking about today? FinTech. If you don't know what this is, you better stay tuned and find out. And the secrets on how we're profiting from the energy prices that are spiking all over the country, specifically doing with AI. So we're going to be talking about how not to let AI drain your bank account, and why you need to lock in your rates, and what in the world is fintech, and how is this going to affect you. So if you're catching me live, let me know that you catch me live. I am live right now on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and on YouTube. If somehow you missed the live, but you catch this on replay or you catch this in the clip form, then drop "miss me" down below and let me know that you miss me like Varnell Hill on the Martin Show. But I am if just in case it's your first time ever seeing one of my videos, again, my name is Darren Johnson. I'm out of Spartanburg, South Carolina. Small town to some, big town to others. I definitely would love to know where you're coming in from. And I am just a blue collar guy, a husband, and a father that has found a way to get in position to get paid from bills that every single one of us has to pay. And we're getting ready to get into the banking industry as well. So I just wanted to come on here and talk about what's going on with the banking industry and what is going on with these AI data centers. I live in a town again that just last night, there was a major event where people were arguing against having a data center built in our town. There is going to be a $3 billion data center that's going to be built in the area that I live in. Of course, people were pissed about it because they're talking about the environmental issues that it can potentially bring. And of course, people are seeing that their electric and even their natural gas bills all over the country are going up. And one of the main corporates for that is these data centers. And they're happening all over the country. And unfortunately, a lot of people don't know that they can put themselves in a position to not only save money over what's happening to everybody else, but they actually can put themselves in a position to get paid every single month for helping other people save money and lock in their rates on their energy bill. So I'm going to talk about that. I'm also going to be talking about what's going on in the banking industry. I don't know who you guys personally bank with, but there are a lot of banks, the physical branches, that are starting to close. Like it, love it, hate it, we're being pushed into a cashless society. Now, I'm not saying that's fully going to come tomorrow, but I can see in the next 5 to 10 years that we're going to be in a cashless society. And so it's coming regardless if you like it or not. But the thing is, and I'll say before I even go into it, I'm a component of cash. I keep cash on me just in case of emergencies and things like that. But this is just where we're going. And they're slowly but surely pushing us towards that. And your banks are doing it. And a lot of banks are physically closing their branches because they want you to do everything on this device right here and on a cell phone, which I can't do that right now because my cell phones are on what I'm going live on right now. But they want you to do everything online. So a lot of physical branches are closing down because they're trying to migrate you in that direction. So this conversation is about how me and my family and many other families are putting themselves in a position to get paid from the banking industry, and how we're getting paid from what's going on with the data centers, excuse me, with the data centers all over the country running up prices on people. We're getting paid on a monthly basis, helping people lock in those rates. And I'm going to talk about a couple of other industries we're involved in as well, because right now, like I said, I am live in multiple different places. My Google Pixel Pro 10 XL is live on TikTok, and that is a device that I have not had to pay a cell phone bill on in so long. It saved me over $13,000 and counting, having free cell phone service, and my wife's cell phone bill has been free for a year. So at any point, if you say, hey, this is making sense, I want more information on this. If you are on TikTok, I know I gotta watch the words I say on there, but if you go to my page, first off, make sure you hit that follow button. You can go to my page, and if you look up under my picture where you put in information about who you are, there's actually a text line that I have. Same thing on, and if you're on YouTube and if you're on Instagram and on Facebook, then you can just drop something in the comments and I will send you a direct message myself, or you can just send me a direct message. But I do have a text line where you can hit me up. Just let me know where you found me at. Let me know that you've seen what I was talking about with the banking industry and you want to know how you can get in position to get paid from that. And we will go into that. So if you see me looking out to the side, I got my laptop right here, got some notes on here, try to stay on point on what's going on. So first things first, what is going on with just everything? The cost of living is going up. Everything that we have to spend money on, whether you rich, whether you paycheck to paycheck, every single person will see this video. You have a cell phone. There are more active cell phones in the United States than there are people in the United States. As an example, my wife is someone who carries two cell phones, her personal phone and a work phone for what she does in the industry she's involved in. So everybody's going to have a cell phone. We're going to be on the internet for the rest of our lives. This is not a choice. It's a necessity today. People are still watching television. Of course, people are paying energy bills and are going to pay them every single month. And unfortunately, they're going up for a lot of people. The natural gas and the electric. Healthcare coverage. Again, we just had a government shutdown a couple months ago. The main argument with that was healthcare. Was one side was saying, no, we want to let the people decide who they want to go to for their healthcare coverage because it'll be better for them. They'll get better rates. The other side was saying, no, we want to continue to subsidize for the nation, for the people in the nation, and help them save money. And either side didn't want to come to an agreement. They bumped heads. Government shut down for I think like 30 days. Then they opened it back up, and they never came to an agreement on it. So that's why you see prices going out the wazoo for healthcare coverage. And at the end of the day, people are losing money there as well. One of the number one reasons people go bankrupt is because of healthcare debt. So these are things people are going to do. Payment processing for businesses is something else we do. And then identity theft protection. Was having a conversation this morning with a business owner that has multiple rental properties. And he's getting ready to take a serious look at what we're doing, especially when he understood the FinTech part. And he brought up the fact of he just had $4,000 stole from him because of someone hacked into God, I can't even think of it, the DoorDash, and took $4,000 from him, and he was fighting that. And I was telling him how we have identity theft protection where you can monitor your banking. So these are all things that people are going to need, people are going to use, and going to pay a bill on every month for the rest of their life, no matter what you make, no matter if you're rich or you live paycheck to paycheck. We're going to have these bills for the rest of our lives, unless you learn what I've learned and you actually find out how to get your cell phone bill for free. So again, I said this at the beginning. I personally have not paid a cell phone bill in so long that it saved me over $13,000 and counting. The last time I had a cell phone bill, I was paying a little over $100 for one line, and now I literally have only the taxes come out of my cell phone bill. So my bill every month is like $5 or $6. And I have that happen because I've helped so many other families lower their cell phone bill, that my cell phone bill is free, and my wife's cell phone bill has been free for over a year now. And we do that through a MVNO, a mobile virtual network that we have that runs over T-Mobile's network, and we actually get the service cheaper than people being directly with T-Mobile. I've taken someone from T-Mobile paying $300 for a family plan. He kept his same phone, kept his same phone number, in this case kept the same network, and I got him from $300 down to $100. So that's the kind of value that we're bringing to people. So I don't know if you guys can see this, but I'm gonna show y'all a couple things. I know it's probably gonna like show in a different, inverted or whatever because of the screen. But this is an article from CNBC, says electricity prices rising by double the rate of inflation. Data center demand means no relief ahead, analysts say. Again, this is happening all over the country. You literally can just go when you get off this, or whenever you see it, whatever, Google AI data centers in your state and the effect it's having on electricity bills. And it's even doing it to natural gas bills as well. One AI data center, in some cases, are taking up the electricity, the energy of a small country. On average, they're taking up the energy cost of 100,000 homes. And when these data centers are coming into your state, they are not footing that bill. They're getting, government discounts and things like that. Then it is what it is. Somebody on the back end getting paid in the local or the state level government, and then you, me, as a consumer, we're gonna foot the bill. They're going to spread that cost out to all of us. Matter of fact, if you live in Illinois, you can look this up. I had the article saved, but it was a couple months ago. They passed something that over the next like 10 years, it's going to be like a multiple of billions of dollars are going to be spread out through the residents of the state of Illinois to cover electrical costs because of the data centers. Right now in Ohio, specifically, Ohio is like the epic center for data centers in the country. And people are their rates are going insanely high. I seen a video where a young lady said she was starting to keep up with her bill to specifically check on it to see why it was going up so high. Her usage went down, but her payments went up because her rate was going up. And she can't do anything to control it, or at least something she didn't know she could do. So there are 18, well, I say that back, now 17, because Maryland was a state where you could choose, and it was an energy choice state where you could choose a different natural gas and electric provider. And then after about 10 years of being an energy choice state, they decided to take that away from their residents. So no longer in Maryland can you choose a different energy provider. But I'm going to call out some of the states that you can still do it in and what specific service they have, so you can know if you can lock your rate in or not and get paid from it. So first one is California, natural gas. Connecticut, electricity. Georgia, natural gas. And right now, with in Georgia, we are lower by 50% in some cases for the rates with natural gas in Georgia. Illinois, I just talked about, is gas and electric. Indiana, natural gas. Kentucky, natural gas. Maine, electric. Maryland, again, got taken off. Blame the government. Massachusetts, electricity. Michigan, natural gas. New Hampshire, electricity. New Jersey, gas and electric. Ohio, gas and electric. Again, if you live in Ohio, in almost every single market, we're 50% less than what people are paying for gas and electric, and you can lock in your rate and get paid from it and show other people how to do the same thing and get paid from their gas and electric bill every single month. Pennsylvania, gas and electric. Rhode Island, electric. Texas electric. Virginia, natural gas. And then Canada, we're in the province of Alberta for natural gas and electricity. So again, if you live in those states or have contacts in those states, based on what's going on with the AI data centers, you can lock your rate in. And while everybody's rate is doing this right here, you can keep yours here and not have to worry about it doing this. And really, I can't even say wavering because it ain't coming back down. And while everybody's rate is going up, your bill will stay here. You can lock your rate in and you can get paid for it. You can even get your energy for free on the supply side or the usage side. So how that works is you can get a piece of your personal bill every single month, up to 20% of that bill. You can get a piece of your friends, neighbors, coworkers, family's bill when you help them lock in their rate up to 20% of their bill. And then we will take the average once you get 12 energy bills, including your own, we'll take the average of those 12 bills and not only pay you the residual from it, but we'll take the average of those 12 bills and pay it to you in the bonus. And in most cases, people will take that bonus and they will actually pay their bill because it covers their entire bill. So for helping people lock in their rate, you can get paid every month. For helping people lower their cell phone bill, you can get paid every month. And in both those cases, you actually can get your cell phone, natural gas, and electricity potentially for free. Now, the other point I'm going to bring up is what I said about fintech and how all of this is going to affect you. So if you don't know what fintech is, I'll go into it in a little detail here, but I would implore you to get off of this video and Google fintech and understand it. And what you're going to see is you're just going to understand it from the consumer side. This conversation right here is how you can understand it from the business side, meaning you get paid from it, and the consumer side. So fintech is a fancy word. All it means is financial tech. So what are some fintech companies right now on your phone? If you have Venmo, Cash App, Zelle, PayPal, any of those companies where you can send and receive money, any of those companies where you can have an online banking source, that's what fintech is. Now let's show you how big fintech is. Chime. I personally did not have a clue what Chime was until last year. I was talking to someone that, that was getting ready to do cell phone service with me. And it was like, well, I have Chime for a bank. Does that matter? And I was like, what is Chime? And it was like, it's like an online bank. I don't go to a physical bank. Everything is online. I had some issues with the bank I was with, and I got kicked out, and that was the best option for me. And I was like, okay. So, and then we moved on, but I never heard of them before. Chime has 9.1 million active users. Year over year, their growth is 21% plus. In 2024, they did $1.6 billion in revenue, and their primary focus is online banking. SoFi. Now, this is a company that I had never personally heard of, other than knowing their name is on the side of the LA Chargers or Rams football stadium. So it's obvious they were a big company, but I had no clue what they did. SoFi has 12.6 million members, 35% plus year over year growth. In the third quarter alone in 2025, they did $962 million in revenue, and they have a multi-product ecosystem where they're doing everything: your debit card, credit card, checking account, saving account, mortgages, everything you can do with a bank, refinancing, they do. Then there's Cash App. Everybody knows what Cash App is. Cash App has 58 million monthly activities, $283 billion inflow through Cash App in 2024, and they have a massive ecosystem. And the crazy thing, I recently learned, I assumed that Cash App was all over the world. They're only here in the United States. So what does this mean? FinTech right now in 2025 of last year did 88.5 billion dollars. By 2033, fintech or online banking is going to be a $500 billion industry just in the United States. And what we're getting ready to do is we're getting ready to become a fintech company. We're going to be FDIC certified. We're going to be able to do this in the United States and Canada. We're backed by a major bank in the US and a major bank in Canada. And we're going to be able to do. Now, how big is this? Why is everybody moving into this? I'm going to see if I can pull this. Is it going to let me? It's probably not going to let me. This just recently happened. Again, I'm going to show you. You can Google it. I know it's going to show backwards. But this is Southwest, the airline. They just moved into debit transactions. We know that all the airlines have credit cards, but they're moving into fintech. They don't just want your credit card. They want all of your transactions. This is US Airlines. They are United Airlines. They are moving into debit card transactions. Why? Because they don't just want your credit card. They want your everyday transactions that you're going to do. And then if you're familiar with TD Bank, again, I live in South Carolina, And I know TD Bank is mostly on the East Coast. This is a article on TD Bank. Again, you can go Google all these. I'm just showing because I know it's going to show inverted. But it says TD Bank prunes more South Carolina branches in digital first cost cutting drive. What does that mean? They see value in going to digital first. And this is a article that I have a screenshot from. These are bank closures in 2024. I can't wait to see what the updated numbers are for 2025. But Bank of America closed 168 physical branches. US Bank 156, Wells Fargo 126, Chase Bank 103, PNC 76, Citizens 62, TD Bank 52. So this is going to continue to happen. But what that means for the average person like me and you, I'll show you one more. This is an article from Global Trade. It says how FinTech is disrupting traditional or retail banking. So we're going to be in a position to get paid just like a bank. So what that means is people are going to be able to open up a checking accounts, saving accounts, debit cards, credit cards. We're going to do mortgages, refinancing, business loans, personal loans. What does that mean for us, a regular everyday person like me and you? Imagine it's by the end of this year, and whatever you do full time, whether that's you own a business or you a blue collar worker like me. Again, I've been able to take advantage of this project. I have business going in multiple different states, and I'm just a blue collar worker. I work at a BMW factory, for those that don't live in South Carolina, making cars. That's all I do. And I'm a husband and a father. How can I follow a system and have business going in multiple different states? It's because it's in place and it's in these industries that I don't have to go build an infrastructure for. I can just get in the middle of it and participate on something that's already there. So that's what's coming with the banking. And imagine by the end of this year that when your check from your job or your check from your business hits your bank account, you get paid from that. And I'm not talking about you as the customer. I'm talking about you as the business owner. Then when your money's sitting in your account, yes, you'll get the interest from it and all that, cash back if you're using your credit cards the right way. But we're talking about you will get paid from the business side just because your money's sitting in your checking and savings account. Then let's say you go and buy a new home or your first home, or you move out of your starter home into your dream home or your forever home. And instead of contacting a bank and doing your mortgage, you do the mortgage through yourself. Now you're getting paid a piece of the mortgage, a percentage of it every single month. Then you go buy and purchase a new car. And instead of doing that personal loan with a bank, you do it through yourself. So when the mortgage is coming out and the mortgage is coming out and the car payment, the transaction of the money moving out of your account to go to your car company, which would be yourself, and your mortgage, which would be yourself, you'll get paid for the money leaving your account, and you will get paid from the loan. And every single time you tap to pay, you swipe for gas, groceries, food, tennis shoes, whatever you use your money on, you will get paid off every transaction fee. And that's just for yourself. And we'll have the basic peer-to-peer of sending money like Cash App and Zelle and Venmo. And you can do this all from a laptop and a cell phone, all across the United States and in Canada. If you do not understand what FinTech is, look it up. It's coming. You're already participating in it. You're not going to have a choice but to participate in it in the next 5 to 10 years, because we're moving to a cashless society. Like it, love it, hate it, okay with it, it don't matter. It's coming. And I know some people will say, well, man, that just means they're going to be able to control your money. They can already do that now. God, what's the lady's name that was, God, I can see her face. Black lady that started out on radio, has a lot of talk shows and stuff. I remember a couple years ago, she got in some issues, and they tried to say she had mental problems, and they shut down her bank account. Did the same thing to Kanye. It don't matter. If somebody wants you, they gonna mess with you. So if something is coming anyway, we can't do something about it. Just like these AI data centers are coming, and you can't do nothing about it unless you live in a state that is open where you can choose a different provider. Then you can. You can choose a different provider. You can lock in your rate, and you can get paid from it, and you can get your bill for free. And if you live in a state that's not open like mine, I can't. It's a word I can't say because TikTok will take my video down. But it's dereg, and you figure the rest of it out. But if your state isn't open or energy choice state like mine is not, it doesn't matter because I live here in South Carolina. When people in Texas are paying their electricity bill, we're getting paid. When people in Michigan pay their natural gas bill, we're getting paid from places we've never been before. So look, this I've been long enough. I hope you got some value out of this. If you have, please hit that follow button. Again, I am live on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and on YouTube. If you got any questions about this whatsoever, how am I getting paid from this? How am I doing this around being a blue collar worker? You give you an example of how it works. I was at work last week building cars, building $100,000 plus BMW cars, and somebody that's a customer of mine already for their cell phone got installed for their internet. I've never been to their house. Every month they pay their cell phone bill and their internet bill. I get paid a piece of it, 20% of their bill every single month for helping them save money on a bill and not get taken advantage of. If you want to know how to do that, on Facebook, you can drop your zip code down in the comments and just look out for a message from me. If you're on Instagram, you can do the same thing. And if you are on YouTube and on TikTok and you see this, you can go to my page, hit that follow button, and then right up under my picture when you type about yourself, because again, you gotta watch the words I say on TikTok, you can see a text line that I have. You can text me, tell me your name, tell me where you saw me at, and say, hey, I want to know more about FinTech, and I want to know more about how I can make money with these AI data centers coming and jacking up everybody's prices. And I will get back to you as quickly as I can. But until I see you on my next one, have a great week and peace. I'm out everywhere. All right, TikTok. All right, you.